and I'm here today with Jagoe Reid. Hi, Jagoe.
Hello.
You're a personal trainer and a coach at Elemental Training Center, right?
I am.
How long have you been doing that?
Just over 2 years as a personal trainer.
Okay. And why? Why are you a personal
I
trainer?
feel like I've just been handed the greatest gift ever. It evolved one day. I was sitting up on the bike trainer at Elemental, training for an event, and Steve's been one of my best buddies since we moved to Landers. And I was training and sitting on the trainer for an hour and a half, and Steve was lamenting about, oh, I need some help here in the gym. Who am I going to find to be a trainer? Blah, blah. Had a little bit longer. I was like, what does it take to become a trainer? So we had that conversation, and at that time, just synergistically, it seemed as though everything just connected. So a little bit of past history. I have a nursing degree. I've been a massage therapist, yoga instructor, labor assistant. So I've always been in that kind of nurturing, encouraging, supportive, health-minded role. But I didn't want to work 14-hour shifts anymore, or what have you. So it was like, wow, this way I can still do a little bit of everything I want to do, plus keep myself in decent shape and abreast of things that are going on in the athletic world, and get to work with great people in a fun environment. So he set me up on who to pursue, what certifying body to pursue, what it takes, what it involves, and then just gave me a sense of how this community has been responding to having a gym that has personal trainers, that has a slightly different focus potentially than other facilities. And it was just a win-win situation. So I sat down with the information, started thinking, and finally one day said it out loud. So it would
Committed.
have to manifest. I'm like, okay. The more I dove into it, the more doors opened up.
Right.
And so after I received my certification, it was time for Ellen to have her baby, to have Sam.
Right.
So she was like, here's a gift. Here's all my clients.
Right.
So I was able to play with clients who were already familiar with the process, and that was a great transition into establishing my own clientele. And it has just taken off like gangbusters. And I have literally every day I walk in there, I just feel so fortunate that these people want to spend time with me, allow me to tell them what to do, regardless of how it makes them look, sound, or feel, and they keep coming back. So
yeah, I'm telling you, you've got a great reputation out there.
Oh, well,
yeah.
I have great athletes. They're so supportive and so willing just to put it out there. So it's a very gratifying job, and it's different every day.
How many athletes would you say you work with?
I'd say current time, I average between 20 to 25 in
That's
a week.
great.
And so it's fun because some of my pods, I'll have 4 to 6 people at a time. Some will be 2, a couple of singles here and there. And then I teach a class. So that also brings in a different angle on the population. But, it's just like, and they tell someone, and then they tell someone, and then someone heard, used to be a massage client of mine or a patient at the hospital, and then they...
Word of mouth, yeah.
The word of mouth in Landers, it's a hot grapevine for sure.
Yeah. Well, and I've heard you're a connector. Someone calls you a connector, and that's a very big compliment. But like a most popular reason that somebody hires you to be a trainer?
I would say most people that come to see me are just simply coming to get stronger.
Okay.
And so with that generalized word, then we can start defining, well, what does getting stronger mean? Is there really, well, okay, kind of like lose 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Or, I had a baby and I'd kind of like to, snug things up. And then there's some people that have come to me who are in their 5th and 6th decades that have either had a health issue come up, or they're realizing that they need to get on top of their game before, they're hunched over and stuck on a couch for the rest of their time. And they come in with so much inspiration, because you see these huge gains of, I can't even walk up the stairs, to 6 months later they're running stair sprints.
Wow.
So
it's got to be fulfilling.
It runs the gamut from, maybe a senior in high school or early college age folks through the middle, with a lot of women. I think I only have one man right now that trains with me, so most of them are women. And it's no surprise, body image is huge, weight loss is huge. But instead of them coming in to say point blank fat loss, it's more about getting strong and being more effective at their sport.
Right.
And being able to participate in their daily life more comfortably and efficiently. So, right off the bat, as people first start training, the greatest challenge is getting them to trust their body's ability to receive overload and stimulation, and that no, you're not going to feel this beat up every single time you come in, but getting them to believe in themselves, and that simplify the process to the point that it becomes empowering to them. They want to come back in. They want to work harder. They're starting to see results. They know they can do this. They just need, the accountability and the guidance from a trainer. When you get into bigger groups, it becomes more challenging because it dilutes the mission.
Right.
Because you may have some who, I want to run this race, and I'm just coming off of maternity leave and I'm doing this. So you really have to create this smorgasbord of, okay, what's going to work for 5 or 6 people within, 45, 50 minutes.
Right.
Keep everybody motivated and up. So sometimes those are crapshoots. There are days where I feel like, oh my gosh, that was the biggest flop. I hope they come back on Thursday.
Yeah, it's a challenge, it sounds like.
But yeah, that's the greatest challenges in the larger groups, is recognizing there's different abilities, and you want everyone to walk out feeling like they've tried their hardest and have actually gained ground.
Right.
The motivation comes as the education continues,
Yeah.
that improvement when they, again, recognizing that, oh my gosh, I had no idea I could do that.
Right.
The self-doubt goes away, and, light comes on. And
Is that pretty fulfilling for you as a trainer when you see those moments, or, you see
it's
that?
terribly fulfilling. Yeah, I'm a proud mom often.
Yeah.
When people come in and say, oh, I didn't think I could run 3 miles, and I just did it. It may have taken them an hour and a half, but they were thrilled. But when they come in, just like a child coming in out of the yard, Mom, I finally did a cartwheel. Or, they send me emails. I'm traveling so-and-so, and I did your hotel workouts, and, it was so great. Or I went to the hotel gym and just busted a move, and everybody around me was in disbelief of what I was doing. Or a text. I get lots of texts from races and, travelers that are just precious because they don't have to validate, what I'm doing for them. But they want to, keep that team effort going and just saying, hey, it's working.
Yeah, hey, coach.
Let's keep doing it. So it's terribly gratifying. And I, again, feel so lucky to be in a very positive reinforcement environment instead of in healthcare, where it can be a lot of negativity and a lot of apathy, and I don't want to take care of my body, and please fix me with a pill, because people are coming here saying,
yeah,
I'm at my wit's end. I need you to really help me bust this out, and they're willing to do anything.
Well, that's great. Hey, for the record, I'm sure you've heard it, but I know lots of women in this community that have lost weight, or they've, gotten stronger, and they've got muscles they've never had before, and they say that it's a body by Jagoe. It's like a brand, I'm telling you. Body by Jagoe. Yeah. So there you go.